Guys, for you, kind of a bit of a rock fight early. Neither offense really kind of settled in, and then last 6 minutes of the first half, you guys went on that stretch, scored 19 in that last little, 6 minutes, and then from there it kind of seemed like you took over. What kind of sparked you think, at the end of the first half to take that lead?
I just think it just all goes back to, us just believing in ourselves, Make or miss, it doesn't really matter. We know that we can go out there, do really well on offense. But I think our defense just kept giving us opportunities to go out there and put the ball in the cup. So we was fortunate enough to do it the last 6 minutes, but we would like to get a better start. But like I said, our defense gives us the opportunity to do that late in the first half.
Myles, we kind of saw you in the first half. There was 1 or 2 threes you hesitated on and didn't pull the trigger. We did not see that in the second half. You were more willing to shoot. Was there something Coach Smith said at halftime, or you just like the looks better?
For me personally, I'm not gonna shoot a shot if I don't want to shoot it. If I think at that moment in time that I don't need to shoot that 3 ball, I probably won't shoot it, or just any shot in general. But my teammates told me, they said, "You're wide open, bro. Just shoot it. We work on it every day after practice, so you just gotta have confidence in it." And so when I got the looks that I did in the second half, I just pulled them in. They went in.
Isaac, for you, another 20-point effort. You drew 7 fouls, 4 and 1s. It just kind of seemed like early on you figured out they really weren't able to guard you in the paint, and from there just got your touches and said, all right, try and stop me, and they obviously couldn't.
Mm-hmm. I could just see that they didn't want to foul by the way they were playing, and I think I just wanted it more than them, so I just kept being aggressive and competed harder than they did.
For either of you guys, to limit Tyson and AMAC, who kind of burned you guys last month in Berkeley, what was the key to kind of shutting them down more today?
Just out-competing them. We know what they're capable of, and they're the best players on their team, so we know we get the job done if we can take them out of the game, so that was the plan.
Myles, are you just more comfortable in the mid-range, or how much of it is just kind of forcing yourself to kind of step out sometimes?
I work on my mid-range shots a lot. Everybody on the team knows that, and I've been constantly working to keep my 3-ball consistent. But like I said, it just goes back to not letting the defense dictate what shot I want to take. I'm going to take the shot that I believe that I'm supposed to take at that moment in time. And like I said, the first half, I thought I was just trying to get them more relaxed, because I know if they bite on the pump fake in the first half, then the second half they're going to be kind of hesitant to watch on the pump fake, so it gives me a little bit more time and space to shoot the 3-ball. So that's kind of what I was thinking a little bit.
I'm curious about some of the finishes you have at the rim, where sometimes it doesn't even look like you have much of a plan, or there's not much of a lane to get to finish, and most of the time you pull it off. What's all behind that?
Well, it goes, first off, it starts with my big man creating the lanes and the space for me to get maneuver in and out. But I just think it's just one of those things I've done, as just being I know obviously now it doesn't look like it, but I was I'm kind of undersized a little bit all my career. So just having that touch around the rim and just being crafty, I think it still plays a factor when I'm down there with the 7-footers in the trees.
This one's kind of for both of you. When you're on a run like this, beating a ton of other teams, just sort of rolling, how do you keep your eye on, what's important and keep rolling through each game?
I think just keep worrying about the next game. As soon as this game finished, we're already talking about the next one, trying to lock in on that game. We think about who we're playing, how we're going to affect the game, and just winning. So I think we're obsessed with winning now. So. Oh
yeah, that was kind of modest, but I'm gonna say a lot of people, they don't want to see Wazoo win. That's how I feel. I feel like we do have the story, but at the same time, I still think deep down that people don't think that we still belong right here, and we're showing that we can compete with the best, and we can go out there and do what we need to do each and every night, and we're going to continue to do it for these next couple of games, and we're going to try to make that push to March, and this is just kind of like a statement to let everybody know that we are here and we're not going anywhere.
I guess sort of both of you again. What did the crowd bring tonight? How did that feel? It was a little bit louder maybe than usual.
Oh, it was great to be back home. We went on the road to play Washington. We had that week off before we played them. Then we went to Oregon State and Oregon. So kind of being away from the home court for about 2.5 weeks, I want to say. It was just amazing to, just see everybody back in there, being able to play in front of the crowd, that loves us and wants to see us succeed. And so, like I said, it's just unmatched playing in front of this Pullman community.
Myles, you had 5 rebounds in the first half. When are we going to see the triple-double?
I'm going to just let it come to me. First half, I just try to go out there and just get my rebounds. I probably took a couple from a couple teammates. That's on me. That's all on me. But when the triple double presents itself, I'll be a happy guy. But I'm not gonna go out there and just try to go force it. I'm gonna just let it come to me.
We've seen Coug fans turn out in Oregon and in Washington to see you guys on the road, and then of course here at home. And they've all come to see you guys and take a lot of pride in the way that you guys are playing the game. How much pride do you take in playing the way that you do, and how much fun do you have out there?
I feel like we have so much fun, especially on road games when you see like Coug fans. They be feeling like home games out there. They be so loud, and it gives us a spark and energy that keeps us going.
It's the belief factor. Everybody from, everybody in the crowd, to our managers, to our coaching staff, to the media guys, to everybody, all the players, we all believe in one another, and I think that goes. I think it shows every night, and even when times get tough, like we're unfazed because we know that we got each other and that's all we need. So we go out there and prove it every night.
And Myles, you racked up 3 steals tonight. What goes through your mind when you have the chance to take the ball, and what's your approach to forcing those turnovers?
Just a feel thing. Seeing, you got watch a lot of film, pick up on tendencies. Like I know a lot of them, they like to go right. So right before they make the decision to go right, I'm gonna jump on their right side to make them go back left because they don't want to go left too much, and they're not usually expecting that or waiting for it. So it kind of throws them off rhythm a little bit, and I'm able to either get a deflection to get my hand on it, or they'll get to dribble it off their foot, and it somehow comes to me. So that what plays into it a little bit.
So, question for both you guys. Earlier in the season, dropped games at Utah and Colorado, and then dropped one in Cal. But when all those teams came here, you guys won in pretty commanding fashion. Just why is it so hard for other teams to win in this stadium?
I would credit it to our fans and just our demeanor going into games. Like this is our home court. We're going to protect it. We're not going to let nobody come in here and do anything they want. And I think that's how we look at it.
Hey, it's hard to play here on the Palouse. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is hard to play out here. So I think that plays into a little. I was talking to my dad a little bit earlier. It kind of feels like the Golden State Warriors in 2016, home court advantage. But we just approach the game, not just like every other game, whether it's on the road or home, and we just go out there and execute better. But it's definitely a little bit more, welcoming playing in front of the crowd, that wants to see you succeed, and it's going out there playing with your brothers. It's amazing.
Isaac, these guys out-rebounded you down in Berkeley. How much of that did you, Oscar, and Ruben take upon yourselves today to make sure that didn't happen again?
It's huge, especially since our coach will let us know every day that they did. So we did not want that to happen again. We felt that we were more athletic and stronger than them. They might be a little taller, but we just wanted it more than them, and we definitely don't want to get yelled at again. So yeah.
For either of you guys, I think, Myles, you mentioned that people don't want to see you guys win and how that fuels y'all. And then, Isaac, you were talking about just immediately moving on to the next game. How do you balance that approach, I guess, both of them mentally in such, in conference play, and how quick of a turnaround that can be?
I just think it just, gives everybody that chip on the shoulder that, we got to go out there and prove not only – it's not individual, but as a team and as a a whole unit that, like I said, that we're here and we're here to stay, honestly. And it's like I said, it's a mixture of going on to the next game, but it's also that mixture of knowing that, like I say, they don't want to kind of see us win, but we just got to go out there and keep our head down. Don't look at all. We get a lot of attention a little bit right now because we're on the brink of doing something that hasn't been done here in a long time. But like I said, we can't really worry about that. We can only worry about what's in front of us, and I think that's what we do each and every day.
I know you two led the way in scoring tonight, but 5 Cougs in double figures. How would you just describe the overall team dynamic and effort on the court tonight?
I think you can see everybody's work is paying off. I say it all the time, guy 1 through 15 for us can go, and everybody's a competitor, and everybody plays with a chip on their shoulder, and it really helps us as the leading scorers when other people can show up and take some pressure off of us, and all of them are just great at basketball.
Oh, last one for me here. It seems like winning is contagious here. What is the feeling like in the locker room, knowing you guys are just on this hot streak and you're just going to continue to keep going forward?
It just goes back into that belief. Like I say, we believe in one another, so the locker room vibes is good. Even after we we lost in Berkeley, we kind of knew we kind of let that slip away from us, so we wasn't too down on ourselves. But we just know it just gives us an opportunity to go back out there and get better each and every day, whether we win or we lose. Because if you lose, you got to be better, and if you win, you want to get better, so that way you don't have to be on that losing side. So I think that kind of plays into it as well. But vibes are good right now. Everybody's happy. And we're just excited to keep this momentum going.